Stonehenge. Everybody thinks it's a cool place. But according to scientists, in their ever-evolving understanding of what it is, and let's be honest, they don't fucking know. That's why it's constantly changing. Because they're like, it's a burial site, a ceremonial center, an astronomical or observatory, which is hilarious because at any point, if you want to look at astronomy, it's just crane your neck 90 degrees and, oh, wow, stars. You don't need stones to do it. But they're saying it may have just been a place for healing and a symbol of unification, which is hilarious in my view because I'm like, yeah, well, you're not healing the dead bodies you're trampling on, but you are unifying with them.
Yeah, are you telling me that Stonehenge has always just been where hippie chicks go?
Yeah.
The crystals have to go to there to charge, Nathan. Don't you know this?
Yeah, it's European Portland. Hey, man, we put gum on that one. It's pretty cool.
Would you like to charge your crystals?
You want me to read your aura?
All right, give your chakras a nice alignment there.
Yes. Well, I'm imported from Australia, I am. Got me back from the colony, they did.
Listen, governor, you ain't got your chakras in right place, and we ain't going to be dicking around with that. Why do we align our chakras? Because we fucking can. And if we can,
let me tell you
do.
why you align your chakras. You get them in place. And then you feel better.
My chakras aren't aligned. I can't deliver this package.
If I don't get my chakras up, my heart will stop.
Yeah. If I don't go to a place of healing every 10 minutes, my heart rate's going to drop, and then I'm going to die.
And everybody knows you can't do proper healing unless there's bodies under your feet.
New Age Crank would be a sick movie.
It would. He's running around with a vest. It's not a tactical vest. It's a cardigan.
Yeah. Only use reusable hemp products.
Everything you see down to my shoes be hemp, even me knickers.
I run around barefoot.
Why do they call them
shoes are
knickers
destroyed.
anyways? Their underwear?
I don't know. Now I'm going to look up the origin of knicker.
Like, it's because you've heard them so many times go, oh, got a stain in me knickers.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
what?
Knickerbocker is, I think, the original. So that's a Dutch surname?
But, okay, how hated were they to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
We don't like you. You are now
We're calling our underwear the Dutch. That's probably where the term Dutch oven comes from. Is you rip ass and be like, oh, I just made a Dutch oven. It all comes back to just hating on the Dutch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Knickerbocker, I guess, intentionally was referred to as a descendant of the early Dutch settlers in New York, particularly those who wore a distinctive style of loose-fitting breeches. That's why. Okay. Gathered below the knees, later known as knickerbockers. That's why. Okay, and then it became satirical work in 1809. Satirical work, a history of New York, featured a fictional historic Dietrich Knickerbocker, which significantly term associated with the New York history.
Okay, so
it's actually a New York.
Okay, so when did they drop the Bocker though?
I don't know.
Because I've never heard the full phrase unless somebody's trying to be fancy and talking about the New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that. Yeah. So wait a minute. The Knicks is just short for Dutch.
Yes.
The Dutch.
And that's why they're shit.
Dude, that's so funny because now they just have nothing but like 6'8" black guys on the team, and it's a Dutch slur.
Yeah. It's okay.
That's wild. Okay.
Are you saying they've appropriated the word?
Yeah. I just think it's funny that no, it's just. I think it's funny that sports teams have always somehow found a way to have an offensive term, and one team has to be a slur, apparently, in some way, shape, or form. There was the Redskins for the long time,
And
the New York Knicks apparently were, the Indians. Sports teams can't help but have.
What are you
slurs
talking
as a
about? We
mascot.
still have Florida State, the Atlanta Braves.
I'm not saying they're gone.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying they have to. There's like a percentage. Apparently, they always have to have one.
Well, to continue on your prestigious franchises, you have to sacrifice a franchise.
Yeah. Okay, there are two distinct origins for the word knickers. One referring to a clothing style, and the other to women's underwear. The clothing term knickerbockers refers to loose-fitting trousers. So it's just whatever. It's just that's what they called the trousers. So that's why.
Yeah,
they
the
just
thing they
eventually
put under
shortened
their
it.
skirts. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it comes from.
Which, can you imagine going back in time? Everybody's always got these, I'll do X, Y, and Z. You catch a girl in what you think are capris, and they're so offended, you get sentenced to death for seeing the princess in her capris, but
Yeah.
they're known as underwear back then.
You saw ankle. Now you got to die.
We're heavily Protestant at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird how every religious sect has a thing where they're like, you can't look at women. Like, that's the one thing they all agree on for some weird ass reason.
Yeah. It's almost like you had to be the cult leader to look at the women.
Right. Yeah, it's very much so. Yeah, man. I was, by the way, I don't know if you saw me. I don't want to get off. I want to get off this underwear topic so bad because I'm so afraid of slipping up and saying that.
No, that's
word
fine.
wrong. I keep enunciating
You
so
gotta hit
hard to
that
be like,
K.
I am not saying it.
You got to hit that K, dude.
Right. And most of the time, if you're scared of that other word, you're hitting harder K's, but 3 in a row. But
Those are intentional, I think.
yeah.
It's
But yeah, so it's very much, yeah, I was just like, the whole time I was like, just enunciate the fuck out of this.
You're speaking like you're reading out of Hooked on Phonics.
The problem is thanks to AI, you can now use those syllables and make whatever you want.
Hey, okay, if you think that's bad, then think of the laughter that was happening in the Kerr family when Steve Kerr named his son Nicholas.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Dude, do you think he just never put it together?
Oh, he totally did. I think
What? I could say it. I found the loophole.
yeah, it's like, hey, Jordan, remember punching me?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. But so Stonehenge, they're saying now is just a place of healing. I didn't want to get too far away from that. They say it's a place of healing.
A place of healing, among everything else I've said, which it made me go, what is going on? Because why can't scientists just admit we don't know what the hell this is for? It's a bunch of stones that make no sense how
It's
they
the
got
same
put
thing with
there.
the Egyptian pyramids. They don't know what it's for. They tried to assume it was tombs, but it's not.
Yeah, and those like it's not a sonogram, but they sent down those
the
wavelengths.
giant pillars down.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, why? I don't know.
Well, Nathan, that's part of that underground city that the U.S. government built under the Bush administration. I don't know if you've seen that whole story going around.
Yeah, that's wild. It's wild.
I think there's video footage of people going and visiting the entrances to it now.
Ah, well, I've seen the places where they've done like stores and stuff where they deliver a bunch of stuff onto an underground tunnel, and they have stores and all sorts of stuff. I forget where it's
Really?
at. Yes, it's in the side of a mountain. It goes under the mountain. It's just a giant tunnel they did, and there's stores and they deliver all sorts of stuff. There's trucks constantly going in and out. So I think America has some real mole people that we just don't know about.
I think so. And okay, because I haven't looked this up. I just seen the videos for it, right?
Okay.
Man, I sounded real Midwestern when I said that.
Ope.
That's not. I don't know what website this. Okay, I'm getting away from that. I thought it was Economic Times. I was like, oh, that seems like a legit website. And then I was like, no, this is definitely not. Let me go. But because I wanted to look this up because they said it was like during the Bush administration that this got built. Okay, USA Today.
Okay.
Is this from the other? This is from May 2025. The U.S. government is updating their secretive FEMA bunkers. Why? And That's classified. Hidden underground are facilities 60 miles west of Washington. Okay, we knew about those ones though.
Dude,
Everybody knows about the
They
ones outside
they
of
said they have
West
them
Virginia.
basically across the entire United States. Some are actually under the ocean, which is crazy because that's where Gungans live, and we all know this.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, exactly.
Misa caused 9/11.
And their leader has giant jowls, and
Okay, this is actually from May 2025. Wow, this is an older story. Why are we? Oh, I know why we're getting this in our feeds now because they're trying to bury the
yeah,
Epstein
remember
stuff.
you got to do that list I sent you. You got to say pre-2023.
Yeah. So apparently, a former Bush housing official claims the U.S. government spent $21 trillion building in an underground doomsday base.
Yeah.
So apparently, under former housing official who worked under the George W.H. Bush administration made accusations claiming that the U.S. government. This is on Yahoo News, by the way. Is that a credible news source these days? I don't know what the kids consider
Yahoo's
credible.
good news.
Okay. Yahoo! Yeah, it's always good news on Yahoo.
Yeah.
The stock market crash. Yahoo!
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, it's a positive reinforcing name. So let's go.
Yeah. Spending for the years funneling money into the creation of a secret underground city in which the rich and powerful can shelter their events. That's what this person claims. Catherine Austin Flint, who served as an assistant secretary of the Housing and Urban Development for Housing between 1989 and 1990. Oh, so this is not this isn't 9/11 George W. Bush. This is H.W. Bush is who she was.
Oh, okay.
I read over that fast earlier, but so
That's a
this
Bush.
is back in the 80s. Yeah. I'm afraid Desert Storm's gonna fuck shit up, so I need to have a place to go.
I mean,
Which is weird because H. Bush, when you see him in like the Houston Astro games, he looked like he was turned into a mole person. I think he was just trying to build his retirement community.
here, I'm going to start my own conspiracy theory since we love to go
Yes.
about this. Because this is what you're saying sounds like it's pretty factual. It's done. They've done it.
Well, she's at least there's somebody just saying it anyway that they did it.
But there's been more and more prevalent talk about people buying bunkers and stuff. So it lends credence. Hey, blue collar America, let's start fracking. The crumbling you're hearing is you collapsing their homes.
That is a good point, Nathan. That's what we need. We should bring back fracking so we can make sure that these rich and powerful people, they don't get an escape plan. Nobody gets plan Bs. Okay? You're going down with the ship. You're the captains right now. You're going down with it.
You're going down with us. And that's like the long-seated and that also brings me to a fun fact because speaking of fracking, it's always looking for oil. You got to go through their home. You're literally like stab through the earth to get through them. It's like, well, we got billionaire funds and oil. But speaking of the oil, it made me think of because there's all that talk that keeps coming up about Texas succeeding. Texas is going to succeed.
They've been saying that for years. Shit or get off the pot.
Being from Texas, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But
You're not from Texas.
hear me
you were
out.
born there. You're not from there.
I got dual
Everybody,
citizenship.
do not listen to this. Yeah, dude, that you're gonna have like an Israel relationship with Texas. I'm a dual citizen. Nathan was not from. He's not from Texas. He was born there. He lived there until he was 3. He spent.
Dude,
I'm gonna remember.
I am going to get a necklace with the Lone Star on it. Okay, that'll be my symbol. But
dude, Paul Wall would call you the hardest poser of all time.
From one poser to another, I respect it.
Slim Thug would fucking call you out too, dude.
That's okay.
You can't. The boss of the South does not recognize you.
Oh, sure he does. I don't want to go to Houston.
Not many people do. Not a real tourist destination.
No, but I always find
Shout out Megan the Stallion.
She's dating my boy, Klay Thompson.
Is she?
Oh, that's the rumor I keep seeing when I was looking up Dallas Maverick news, and that popped up. I'm like, oh, cool, but what about basketball?
Is he on the Mavericks now?
Yeah.
Klay Thompson?
He's been there for a couple years now.
Damn, you guys got Cooper Kupp and Klay Thompson now?
Cooper Kupp? We got the wide receiver?
Oh, Cooper. What's the fucking new kid's name? Isn't that
Flag?
his name's Cooper? Cooper Flag. I don't know why I said Cup.
I was like,
Just a white
oh,
guy.
yeah. Wait, are you saying all white guys look the same?
Yeah, they do, dude. Look at us. We're two prime fucking examples
Okay.
of that being so true.
Yeah, I can hear the audience agreeing with you through.
Yeah, dude. If we have any black listeners, they're just like, those two twins that fucking talk shit.
But no, I thought it was funny because if Texas constantly talks about succeeding, and in the back of my head, I go, you realize you succeed, and all of a sudden you're not part of America, and America turns their head and goes, well, fuck, there's oil there. We need to liberate them.
All of a sudden you hear fucking bald eagles screeching.
Yeah. You might get a month reprieve before they attack. I mean,
And there's no trees that you can hide in, okay, Charlie?
oh, it'd be bad.
I can't wait for whatever slur they come up for Texans. Whatever the Army starts calling
Oh, they
them.
already got it. The steers, yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right. The military is going to come in and just take it over.
It would be just like, oh, cool. Did you enjoy
The
your
U.S. government's
month?
going to be like, listen, we took over this land once. We'll do it again.
Yeah. They'll just look down there and be like, cool, we're going to take you over and use everybody down there for cheap labor.
I think it'd be kind of cool if it happened. And then just watch the entire United States just slowly turn into separate countries like it's
No,
supposed to.
I think if that happens, we're going to get a North versus South again. That's ultimately what
yeah.
would happen.
Yeah, that's what. Why do countries love dividing up into a north and south? They never go east-west. They always go north-south.
I don't know. It kind of works out for Ireland.
Yeah. It worked out for South Korea. I would say North has it a little rough. North Korea's pretty rough.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a little crazy there.
But that is true, right? Like, I'm trying to think. Other than when Germany got split up at the end of World War II, when they did like East Berlin and West Berlin, it's always North and South.
Yeah, no, it seemingly has split up at one point in time. Because hell, what was it? Rome turned into East versus West. There's a real Tupac.
Okay, so there was an East-West there.
Yeah, there's a real
okay.
Tupac Biggie situation going on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's got to be more. I feel like it's way more North and South that happens for some reason. There's something about the equator that really divides people. We're just like, I don't know about them people above that line.
We can't just be America. We got to be North and South America, okay?
Yeah. I'm just telling you, there's something different about it.
Yo, and saying that's funny because if you ever meet anybody that comes up to America from Mexico, hell, the guy I was talking to that brought it to my attention was from Chile. And he kept telling me, he's like, nah, I'm an American. I go, no, no, you're not from the United States. He's like, I'm from
Technically.
America. And then when he kept
America.
stating America, I finally understood what he's saying. I'm like, damn it, you're right. We don't have claim. I don't know why here in the U.S. we're just like, no, America means us.
Right, well, because we're all about branding, Nathan. If there's anything we're good at here, it's marketing. A lot of countries have red, white, and blue as the fucking color of their flags. Guess who is red, white, and blue? Fucking numero uno. That's who. The one with the most
Are you
world
saying
champions,
that's
who.
for the Gulf? It's not the Gulf of America was first. Next is like telling the French to change their flag.
The French aren't even in the top 10 of red, white, and blue countries. We picked red, white, and blue just to shit on France. They helped us beat the British in the Revolutionary War, and then we went, suck it, Frenchie. Guess what?
Ah, we saved them in World War II.
You guys took our color scheme. Yeah, but have you seen like what the Expo uniforms look like? It's sick.
Have you guys seen our ships? Don't touch them, but you can look at them.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, dude. So, yeah, it's just all marketing. That's why
Okay,
we're the
fair
best
enough.
at everything. That's why we've overtaken Americans. Which is funny because you're right though. Because if you go over, it would be funny for that guy from Chile if he went over to like Europe and he said he was an American there.
Mm-hmm.
They would all be so confused.
True.
Because Europeans fucking don't care for Americans either, for what I hear. But I guess probably if you're not a dickhead, they don't care. They just don't want arrogant dumbasses.
That's a problem. most of us aren't. They're just dickheads to be dickheads for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people just suck. I don't think it matters where you're from or what you. I think there's just a good portion of people who are assholes.
Yeah, well,
Me being one of them. I'm not excluding myself from that. I'm part of that category.
okay. Well, it happens everywhere. It's like the people in Mexico City getting mad at all the Americans that moved down there because they raised everything in price.
Oh, I saw a little bit about this. Aren't they like protesting that now to
Try and get them
like,
all
telling
out?
them to go home?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that fucking rules. Good on the Mexico citizens for doing it. I think that's happened over a lot of different like smaller countries who have like obviously not strong economies. Like during COVID, a lot of people moved places and just worked remotely.
Unless you're Italy and Jeff
Fucked off.
Bezos says, I'm buying your city for a week.
Yeah. That is That's what's funny to me about that, right? Is they always say like, "Well, you guys need to pay more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like taxes or whatever, or help out more people." And they go, "Oh, we don't have the liquid cash on hand. Like, we don't have that kind of just cash laying around. Like, it's in stocks and stuff. Like, we can't do it." And then all of a sudden, you just have enough cash to just pay the Italian government for their city.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Somebody's fucking lying to me here. Either somebody has money or they don't.
Oh, there's totally no corruption going on here with all that money that just came in.
Which, I don't know if you've seen these videos on YouTube or on Instagram.
Of course I have.
When they
What
break
videos?
when they break down like how rich people stay rich, where they borrow money off of their assets. That's why they don't pay taxes.
Dude,
right?
I hate those assholes that come in there and go, hey, so here's what you do to get rich. You hire a guy to paint you a painting, and then you go get it appraised for an insane amount because you're rich. They're going to price it as more, and then you donate it to the local art museum. And that's where idiots like me go in and go, I don't understand this, and I have some snob tell me I don't get it.
Yeah. No, that's actually a real scam though. Most of the art world is a fraud racketeering business for tax fraud. Isn't that great? It's like, we love art, Nathan. Me and you, we were trying to create art right now. Some would call it art. Some would call it garbage. And that's the great part of it. But, yeah, a lot of people use art as a fraud, tax-free clip.
Are you saying the artistic craft is a white-collar crime?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But that's what's funny to me is, if that's like truly how they do it, that means Jeff Bezos went and took out a loan somewhere against his assets to buy shit for his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So his wedding was on layaway.
Yeah.
He's just as poor as the rest of us.
He got his
I got my bitch a wedding on layaway.
he got his wedding on a promise he'd build a prime factory there.
Yeah, for real. That's got to be it. There's probably already prime.
And the
factories
joke
there.
is, it's not the prime they were wanting. It's actually Logan Paul's drink.
I'm gonna go find the Italian suicide forest. Hell yeah, dude. Damn. It's crazy. That's happening in Mexico though. Is like people are jacking up all those prices and stuff. I think it's great that they're pushing back. I'm surprised.
Everywhere's
funny
pushing
because
back. You look at around the world right now, it's crazy how many people are
like New
doing
York
that.
is doing that same thing, like with trying to get that one guy elected. Like that's a real. If that guy gets elected, that'll be a real middle finger to how like much they keep raising rent and shit in New York City and stuff like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just know very little about it. They're like, it's basically there's like a socialist who's actually got the Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City.
Gotcha.
Which is like, that's bigger than being the governor of New York.
Okay.
Being the mayor of New York City. So there's like a whole thing about that, and of course, there's a ton of people.
All right.
Like,
Giuliani
oh my God, it's a socialist.
2.0. Here we go.
Yeah. Listen, okay? Stalin's got to make a comeback at some point, okay? We go through cyclical fashions.
Yeah, it's funny. The most I remember about Stalin, it took me to finally like read on all this crazy shit that man did. But for the longest time,
Stalin's a monster.
oh yeah, he makes a lot of people look pale in comparison. Like Gaddafi, I was like, you didn't do shit compared to
He's
this.
at Bush Leagues.
Yeah.
That guy was playing Little League.
But I mean, Gaddafi got it far worse in the end. But
Yeah.
after reading it, but for the longest time before reading about him, I was like, oh yeah, he must be a bad guy. That girl in Field of Dreams says he's awful in the PTA meeting.
Oh, what a crazy reference to pull from. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, man. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit going on in the world. But at least we know we have underground cities to bail towards, Nathan. Just dig south if something goes wrong.
I'm just waiting because eventually they're going to wake fucking Smog, and he's going to take all their houses.
Smog already is been put away. He's at the Federal Reserve with our gold reserves, Nathan. That's how we keep him at bay.
They moved him from Fort Knox to the Federal Reserve.
That's why we went off the gold standard, because we couldn't keep risking men to go in there and actually grab the gold that your money is worth.
We can't back this anymore. He's too dangerous.
Nixon was like, I'm taking us off the gold standard. Was it Nixon or Reagan? I always forget which one.
I thought it was.
Who knows?
I don't know. It's probably Reagan seems right, but it was in that area.
I think, yeah. I think it was Nixon. I want to say.
I mean, it lends credence to why so many other people hate him.
It's Nixon. It was Nixon. Yes.
Damn it! You nailed it.
Happy. Yes. Okay. I was glad. Listen, I read all Tolkien's books. I know how to keep the dragon at bay. We're gonna build the Fed, and we're gonna keep him there and imprison him in this gold. So you know what's worse than a cage? A gold cage.
We'll trick him because it's liquid gold, oil.
Yeah, that's what he likes. We have to keep something more valuable, something less shiny, like oil.
We'll just shine lights on it so it reflects.
The problem is Smog likes oil too because it burns when you light it on fire.
Oh, that is true.
So we've essentially mutual assured destruction. If we take his gold, he lights all of our oil rigs on fire.
Love the smell of carbon in the morning.
Were you afraid that this podcast was getting too serious? Well, now we're talking about dragons ruining the economy. Welcome back.
Oh, you know what? Somewhere, some way, R.K. Rawlings is getting pissed we're stealing her next book for Harry Potter right now.
Yeah, for real. 100%. So what's up, man? What have you been up to?
Not much. Just had a fun weekend.
Yeah, we did. Fucking bachelor party weekend for the boys. Hanging with the boys.
I got to watch I don't know how old, but somebody just decimated. Sam decimated a poor little old lady who's not near as old as she was called out to be. And I've never seen, you would have thought someone just gave, you would have thought she was GW just hearing the tower fell, the way her face crestfallen.
Yeah, bitch, you're pretty old.
It was
that
great.
was so funny. I don't want to give away Sam's punchline that he does for that joke.
No.
But it's the one where he interacts with an older lady in the crowd, and she did not appreciate being singled out, which he's done that joke multiple times, and I've seen it done all sorts of different ways. It's always funny.
It's great. I don't want to give away the joke. It was just great to watch her face. Also to watch you guys represent Des Moines. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to do a show. Shout out to the Backline Theater in Omaha. They allowed us to come and do the show there.
They regret it now.
Called Top Comic. Yeah, me and Sam Hershock got to the finals. He beat me by 0.2 on the decibel meter by a crowd vote.
I think you should have done a recount.
Yeah, I think
just
so,
call a recount. That would have been great.
Yeah, I should have. But yeah, so it was a good time though. It was a fun show just because you only had to do 2-minute sets. So it was just like, oh, it's my normal 10-minute set broken up into 3 chunks if I keep moving on. And
yeah.
It's fucking great. So you just got to do all your bangers.
Yeah, no, it was a fun time.
Yeah, and then we went and hit the golf simulator. That was a fun ass time. I enjoyed the golf
it was fun.
simulator a lot. I didn't like the automatic ball though. I don't know why that bothered me.
It was weird, but oh well, it was
I also
fun.
just I saw some of the golf ball. I don't know if you looked at the brands of golf balls that popped up now and then.
They're just
You're like,
all
oh,
over
this
the
fucking
place.
ball's not gonna go anywhere. Luckily, on one of my drives, a Pro V1 did come up, and I was like, sick. I'm actually gonna hit this one.
No, it was great though. It was funny just to go through and do all that shit.
Yeah, it was great to. We wanted to go play real golf, but what I decided, because a lot of my buddies don't play golf very often. They have golf clubs and have gone golfing with me, but they don't play very often, so they're not.
It wouldn't
that
be as
great.
fun.
It wouldn't be as fun, and we had to split up into 2 groups then. You can't have a group of 8 on one thing. Even if we played teams like we did, they would never
we
let us
had a
do that.
permanent beer guy that was always just like, here's another bucket.
That ruled. We drank so much there. I can't believe how much we drank, honestly.
Well, you guys did. I was sitting there the whole time going, I'm being left behind here. I got to drive.
I know. The best part about, like, we had a good time at the simulator, a lot of cracking jokes, but then Nathan needed to get gas at Costco, and we wanted to get steaks, and we needed beer anyway. So we were like, oh, we're going to go to Costco. Nathan's like, I'm going to get gas at Costco. And I go, dude, we should just go in Costco and get everything. It's perfect time. And everyone's like, yeah. So, and we got to take like a couple dudes who've never been to Costco.
Which was great because they were going to sit in my car in the fucking heat, and someone's going to come by and think I was killing children or something and realize, oh shit, they're 30-year-olds. We had to drag them in.
Yeah, we couldn't leave them in. I mean, even if we cracked the window, it would have been.
Oh, it would have sucked. But the excuse of, I don't know how Costco operates. Like, there's people out that are going to take them out if they go in.
It's a store. Yeah.
They don't have a secret service.
Yeah, there's not anybody out. Yeah, they don't have marshals walking around. Don't worry, ICE isn't here. We will be
yeah.
But I also like when we're getting ready to go into Costco. This is one of my favorite moments of the whole trip. Is we were just laughing about something at the times, and we're just in a silly, goofy mood. You're at the perfect level of drunk, right?
Yeah,
just having a good time.
It was. I don't know if you guys even notice while we're wandering around the meet, everybody's staring because generally, you go into Costco, it's a family event. There's just families. There's 1 or 2 people. And when all of a sudden you have a group all circling the meat, everybody's like, everybody was kind of getting nervous around us. Yeah. So everybody's getting nervous staring at us the whole time we're walking around. I'm like, we're just getting stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah, we were also like all over the place. I will say I was definitely one of those people that drives me fucking crazy when I go to Costco where they were getting in people's way. I was trying so hard not to. But it's also, it's never organized a great way.
No, but we played merry-go-round around the meet. We kept circling it. People are like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
We're trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to grill. Yes. It's my bachelor party, and I'll fucking grill if I want to.
Boys just want to have fun.
But before we even got in there and did that, though, as we were already all in a silly, goofy mood, I get a text from Mom.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, are you guys having fun? What are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having fun. And I was just sitting there, and I was just the perfect level of drunk where I was like, I'm going to fuck with her. So I just said, it's not going so great. We're actually at the hospital right now. That's all I said to her. And I just get an all caps text like, what? For who? Like, And I let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then I text back like, I'm just messing with you, Mom. Everything's fine, good. And then in all caps, I just get back, you little fucking shit. Oh, dude, it was the fucking best. And then when we were checking out, the guys couldn't wait to get home to eat steak. They were all hungry, so they were like, we should get Costco dogs. And we go to check out, and I tell them, well, you guys can just go order hot dogs while I check out. And before they walk away after I say that, the cashier at the self-checkout, because I'm getting beer, had to come over and talk to us. Good old Dawn.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's up, Dawn?
What up, Dawn? Shout out Dawn at Costco. She's holding it down like a real one. She came over.
She actually scared all of us at first.
Yeah. And it scared all of us. And then when she like looked at me, she goes like, how old are you? And I forget sometimes that I have a beard and I'm a full-grown man. And I went like 1991, and she was like, I must have said it very, very rudely somehow.
Yeah, because you were counting on your fingers, backtracking with the years.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm just messing with you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to give it back to you a little bit." She's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she started talking. As soon as I gave her permission, she started talking.
Dude,
shit
and
to
then
everyone.
and then she immediately goes, "You guys been drinking? You smell like booze." Sam got so worked up, he looked down and make sure he knew her name. No, Dawn. Like trying to be serious.
No, Dawn, we haven't been drinking. Yeah, and then I have one of the greatest videos that I will cherish forever in my for my bachelor party. I didn't take any pictures. Dudes never take pictures when they go on trips. There might be 2 ever, but the greatest video I have ever to remember this is you guys, all 5 of you, eating Costco hot dogs in the thing, and just you guys all being kind of, you obviously aren't drunk, but like everybody else is kind of, it's so, just that drunk, messy eating.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
And then we watched arguably the greatest movie of 2021.
Yeah, that was bizarre. Of what I remember of it, I'm like, that was so bad. And there's zero chance all of that is what they were saying.
No.
There's no chance.
They definitely, no. Like, my favorite is, like, so, to recap for you guys, what me and Nate, this is like an old school Who Gives a F. We watched a movie at my bachelor party that none of us had ever seen. It was released in 2021, but the film was shot in the 1980s.
Yeah. And
all the footage was acquired by a different film studio after it got bought out. They found 6 hours of this movie, and they spliced it together. And then there was no dialogue. They had no sound for this movie. So they had voice actors come in and read the lips and try to say what they were saying as best as possible. This movie is called New York Ninja.
I'm pregnant. Great.
Great. Fantastic.
And then she gets a knife through her gut.
Yeah. That's yeah. And by the way, the most overacting. Honestly, the acting wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But the guy who played the gangster who killed that guy's wife does the most overacting I've ever seen.
Dude, he looked like he was going to throw a Nolan Ryan fastball with that knife, the way he wound up. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, exactly. No, I'm going to shake that off. I don't want the curve.
No.
Heat.
Going straight gas. Right into her stomach. Yeah, and so this whole movie is this guy's wife gets murdered by a bunch of gangsters, and of course he's a trained martial artist, and now he's out for revenge. He becomes a vigilante. You know, classic 80s styles movies, guys.
Yeah. He was dressed as a ninja wrapped in white bed sheets.
Yes, and they're clearly bed sheets.
Oh yeah,
it's not even a Halloween store costume.
Oh no, that didn't exist. There was no failing JCPenney's around.
My favorite part about this is gonna sound weird. My favorite part about when his wife died was when they're like all the cops are checking into the murder and stuff, and then it shows him and he's on the rooftop where she had like a birthday surprise waiting for him.
Oh yeah.
And he's like crying, and he like breaks the table down, and then she has the gift that's there. Like, I love how he breaks all the table
he breaks
down, right?
No, and then he continues to break shit.
But he just breaks stuff. But then like he unwraps the gift she still got him.
And then he breaks that.
Yeah, but he didn't break it though, because it was swords. That's my favorite part.
Oh,
is that
no, you missed it, because the first
got him
gift
swords.
was the photo with the shards.
I remember
all
that.
And he grabs all the shards and squeezes, cuts the shit out of his hands, grabs a photo and rips it up of those two. I'm like, oh, that's a nice remembrance.
Yeah.
And then he gets swords.
Yeah, and then it turns out his birthday present that his wife was super excited, besides saying she was pregnant, was
which I thought was hilarious, because in the woke culture, if you're a white woman giving an Asian man swords, somebody might say something, and maybe
I
think this through.
There's a group of people I could show that movie to, and they'd have an aneurysm.
Yeah. Like the entire crowd at the comedy show.
Yes. Dude, Like, and then he proceeds to just fight terribly. They also have unnecessary jumps pauses where he just is in anger, does jump kicks and it just
that ruled. That ruled.
That was the coolest shit ever. This is in the middle of the movie, not even at the end.
He got angry and jumped and did like what I can only describe as me attempting to do the splits when I jump. It was almost like a sideways scissor kick. And
it was like some
froze.
80s rocker shit where you do like the fisted hands down and kick your legs out as far as possible.
Yeah, he's trying to be Jean-Claude Van Damme and failed.
Yeah. Yeah, out of anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just proceeds to be bad choreographed fight scenes with
the main
what
villain,
it can only describes as warrior-style gang members.
Yeah.
Warriors!
People are walking around New York with nunchucks in their back pocket. The main villain, what I can describe as a Ninja Turtle villain.
Yeah. Dude, straight up, it was like some just crappy martial arts movie meets Ninja Turtles bad guys, because it had that same feel of a Ninja Turtle. Maybe it's just because it's New York, but it literally felt exactly like that.
The best part of it is everybody was perfect level of drunk to just do a Mystery Science Theater over the whole thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there were some great jokes that had to be said. I kept calling the guy who was the main bad guy Epstein because he was running
that is true. Yeah,
sex ring.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
And I was like, see, they even knew back then.
They almost have him.
Yeah. I'll tell you what was honestly the most surprising part of that movie was the fact that there were tits in it at one point.
Yeah, there were boobs. They even had a list in there, unlike the real list. But
yeah. They had a list and a guy reading the newspaper.
Yeah. Dude, there's a guy that got threatened reading the newspaper that just put his cigar through it for no reason. I still don't understand why that happened.
Because, man, he didn't like what was printed in the newspaper. He knew that was fake news.
I thought they were going to show the other side, and he burned a hole through somebody's eye or something, but no.
That guy was also hilarious because he threatened like an entire group of people with a knife, and they all just let him take the money from him. And one of the guys in the background clearly has a knife on his chest that he could pull out and fucking go at. It's a fair fight then.
Yeah.
There was so much in that movie that didn't make sense.
Yeah. I wonder what.
And then that was when they tried to steal his little. I don't even know what the fuck it was. I'm guessing an urn of some kind.
I still don't know what that was.
Smallest urn.
It's got holes in it and all sorts of shit, and he wouldn't let it go.
He wasn't giving it up.
Yeah.
It was his beloveds, and he wasn't giving it up. But yeah, if you want a good laugh on a bad movie, if you want to get drunk as hell and just have a good time on a movie that doesn't make much sense and is just dumb, check out New York Ninja. It's free on Pluto TV. Man, Pluto TV, you should sponsor this podcast. As much free advertisement I've given you over the fucking years. Your service rules. Fucking sponsor us.
Yeah, and they'll give you a free subscription to Pluto.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I want.
But yeah.
It was a good weekend though. Yeah, and that's all that happened at my bachelor party, guys. Yeah, it was pretty. You're probably like, oh, it's pretty lame. You guys didn't do anything. Yeah, we're in our 30s. This is just what it is now. Nobody does the crazy stuff anymore, man.
No, it's actually better for it. Instead of being like lost, so blackout drunk and wandering around.
Yeah, I don't need to go. I also don't want to go to bars. Well, I can't remember the last time I went to an actual bar and had fun, where I stayed for like 4 or 5 hours, like you used to in college, right? Like, or go to the bars for like 4 or 5 hours, where you do bar hopping or whatever. It's been a long time since I've been. I
can remember now just to go hang out and stuff. I can't remember, but to go watch like a pay-per-view fight or something, I've done that.
You go, yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. But you haven't done that in a while, probably either.
No, there hasn't been any good fights lately.
Right.
All the fights I want to watch are mysteriously on Netflix for some reason. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm staying home.
It's like somehow that they're trying to keep us all indoors. Don't go outside.
It's almost like they want to repeat 2020.
It's almost like they want to divide us. If we congregate, that's when things
It's almost like
happen.
they're doing construction under the roads and don't want us on them.
Yeah. Is that why there's always construction everywhere?
Yeah.
They're fucking reinforcing these goddamn roofs.
We need to put more rebar in Mr. Gates' roof.
We're redoing the shingles. I mean, the fucking passing lane on Highway 35.
All right, we got to shut down all of I-35 so we can get a Musk new roof. We got to smooth it out.
Yeah. Is that why on that one stretch it sounds like you're driving over tile or whatever?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah, they put sound dampeners in there so they don't hear them.
Oh, that's Spanish tile road.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's nice. Upkeep's way easier.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Oh, so bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good weekend. I couldn't ask for a better time. Thank you for helping put on everything, dude. I really appreciate it.
No, it was fun.
It was a good-ass time.
Yeah, it was.
Dude. It was a good time.
I
mean, I didn't even get to go to your bachelor party, and I was the best man.
Yeah.
Well, I was still in high school, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, you wouldn't have been able to go everywhere.
Yeah. Probably not.
I got
not
in
the
trouble
bars.
for mine.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
Yeah, that happens a lot. And that's what I tried to avoid.
Yeah.
Smart. It's also just not worth it. Like, you think about it, you're like, if you go to, like, those kind of places,
I can say
it's never worth it.
I got kidnapped. There's no way around it. I had three bigger guys pick me up and be like, you're fucking going. Like, I guess I have no choice. And I got carried.
Well, that's fun in that case, then.
Yeah, that was the closest I've ever gotten to stage diving without a stage. Like, I just got picked up and carried.
That's hilarious. At least you didn't have to use your legs. You could honestly just make everybody carry you the rest of the night.
I needed to for about a good 30 minutes during. I was like, hey, I don't want to stand up.
Yeah. I'm surprised I wasn't in rougher shape, honestly. Just because the first night we got in town Friday night, we stayed up till 5 in the morning. Not you, but me, Matt, and Sam.
No, I called it too. I was like, I'm out.
And then stayed up till 2 the next night. I mean, I was surprised I got up as early as I did on Sunday and got going and whatnot. I honestly didn't feel real bad until today. Monday I was like, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I fucking hate everything.
Dude, today I woke up and I was like, oh, my back's sore. I'm fucking tired. I think it just all caught up.
Sleeping in a wrong bed and playing golf for 2 days.
It's just like, fuck.
Because you played golf 2 days ago.
Yeah. I was just like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah. No, the worst part, and what was funny, because I thought I'd really feel worse yet on Sunday, because when I got home, I saw how long the lawn was, and I went, fuck, I have to mow today. So, like, just hung over, I'm outside, like, and that's probably why I felt better, because I sweated just lawn mowing.
Everybody's driving by thinking you're brewing beer in your garage.
Yeah.
Just like, no, it's just me, man.
Yeah. Wow, that guy seems to really crack. He's making his own Busch Light in there. That's crazy. It smells just like it.
Yeah. Smell like a brewery. It was bad.
Yeah, it was. And it's funny, I forget how bad, like, BO it creates when you have just a house full of dudes who are all drinking all night. Because when I woke up a couple times, I'd walk out into, like, the bar area and I was like, God damn, it smells. I was like, oh, this is what our college house smelled like all the time. Now I realize why people are like, it smells in here. I was like, what are you talking about? Just because I was there all the time. This is what I smelled like. This is what my BO was. It was BO brought to you by BV, Black Velvet.
It's just like, BV and yeah, good old bowel movements going on. Everything that starts with a B was fun at that age.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of times I would walk in, anytime I drink, and I know this is for everybody, but it always just smells way worse on me because the amount of times I walked into class and would sit next to classmates after like mug nights on Thursdays or even just like Monday morning classes, walking in class, people like, God damn, dude, you still smell like booze, and I might have not have drank all day Sunday, and I still smelled. That's how much I was.
Yeah, because it's just like leaking out of your pores.
Yeah.
That's
I remember going. We went and played basketball a couple times at the rec center, like on Saturdays after drinking Friday night, and just being like, I was like, man, we just have to smell so bad in here right now.
Dude, I remember trying to go play soccer sometimes after drinking, and you can still feel it sloshing around. And you're like just sweating. I'm pretty sure we were sweating out 40 proof.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, lick me, dude. Get a shot.
Yeah, exactly. You felt like a fucking toxic frog. You just running around.
Do 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 do. And then you went to the fucking headstone and you healed, dude.
Yeah. I danced on the corpses just so I could heal.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. That's why I tried cleaning the house so bad after we got done, because I was like, I don't want it to smell like this in here because this is bad.
I didn't realize how much trash worth of just beer cans we had.
Oh, we drank so much. Well, we drank a shit ton the first night.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we drank a lot. I mean, I don't know how much was left in that 30 rack by the time. I didn't open it all the way and pull it all out.
There's quite a bit. It was almost
Still
depleted.
left in there?
No. I mean, like, we hit it. It was almost gone.
Oh, damn. I feel bad. I guess they told us to go ahead and do it. But I kind of feel bad that I did that to our parents' stock of beer. They said go for it, and I was like, okay. They knew how many people were coming. So, and it's like we had a couple people not be able to come, but they were accounted for in that number. So
yeah, no, we were good.
Yeah. It was a fucking blast though. It was a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what else is a good time? Nate?
Punandgame.com, where we got the entire network there for you for free from the beginning to now. So go check it out at punandgame.com. Also on youtube.com, type in that search bar, Comic Wade Taylor with no spaces. Again, that's Comic Wade Taylor. Spell it just how it sounds. And just like that guy's little whiteboard there, but you see behind, you just zoom in, enhance. And then
we know you're watching FBI.
Yeah. You go check out clips of this show. Not worth the time. More importantly, you need to check out that man's stand-up. So like and subscribe. Get all that right to the front of your feed. But back on punandgame.com, get some merch.
That's right, everybody. Hop over to the Pun and Game shop. We can get t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punandgame.com. So go over there and buy yourself some merch, and don't forget to use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF, and they get you free shipping at checkout.
Seriously, dude. All these dead people at Stonehenge reek of booze. We're out. Peace.
I am the brewery.
Who is it?